Hello guys, so we have already had two sessions, small sessions on solubility product, right? One was the introduction part and second we have learned how to form different expressions of solubility product, that is Ksp is equal to say 4s cube, 2s square, all those things we have already done. I hope you have practiced by making number of salts. So now it is time that we go into the next step, that is comparing solubility product with something that is called ionic product and finding out whether the solution will precipitate or not. Okay guys, so first of all you will see in your books there is something written like ionic product. You have already studied ionic product of water, right? Ionic product of water, which you used to denote by Kw, right? So in that Kw you used to write the multiplication of the dissociated ions, right? So ionic product is nothing but the product of the concentration of the ions that has been dissociated, right? So suppose there is a molecule that is Ab, okay? So at first it did not dissociate, now you put it into water. So what will happen when you put it into water? When you put it into water, it is going to dissociate. So we are talking about, while we are studying solubility, we are talking about sparingly soluble salts. So that is not going to dissociate completely, it is going to dissociate for a very small amount or a slight amount. So some amount of Ab dissociates into A plus and B minus, right? These are the dissociated ions. So now we are going to study something that is called ionic product. What is ionic product first of all? Ionic product is a thing that is very much similar to the IP of water. In case of ionic product of water, it was H plus and OH minus because that was the dissociated ions. So what should be the ionic product in this case? In this case it should be, so ionic product I am denoting by KIP, okay, for simplistic purposes, and so KIP will be concentration of A plus B minus, right? Remember we have also studied in solubility the same kind of expression for KSP, right? KSP was also, that is solubility product, was also A plus B minus. But while we spoke about KSP, we have clarified time and time again, KSP is that point which denotes saturation. So during saturated condition of a solution, the concentration of A plus and B minus has been used over here. So this concentration of A plus and B minus is at equilibrium, or in this case equilibrium is also called or saturation. Okay? Either it is the saturation condition you can say, or it is the condition where the system has reached equilibrium, nothing much or nothing more is going to change about the concentration. That final concentration parts of A plus and B minus we are going to multiply and going to find KSP. That is how we find KSP. What is ionic product? Ionic product is, you can take at all points. That is, while I am calculating ionic product, it necessarily not mean that it has to be a non-equilibrium. It can be at any points, okay. So at any point of time you can find out ionic product. So this ionic product which we are talking about, remember this is always varying, always varying. Does it depend on temperature? Definitely it depends on temperature, because dissociation of any substance do depend on temperature, we know that, right? But that does not mean that at a single temperature the ionic product will be same. No, at a single temperature, depending on the extent of the reaction, how much the reaction had proceeded toward the forward direction, the ionic product is going to change. Okay, so it is always varying. Depends on what? It does depend on temperature, and it also depend on extent of dissociation, and in this case you can call it dissolution. because we are talking about solubility, correct? So how much amount of the salt has dissociated does not mean it has completed its saturation. ठीक है, it can be unsaturated, it can be supersaturated. So ionic product is just the amount of ions that is present in the solution, regardless of the fact that it is at equilibrium or not. Clear? So now we are going to compare these two. Suppose there is a scenario. Scenario 1. What is scenario 1? At scenario 1, suppose we have taken a salt in which at the same temperature, we are keeping the temperature constant. ठीक है ना? At the same temperature, we have calculated KIP for a salt solution, and we have found that KIP has been more than the KSP value. KSP value is listed where? In the table, from table. What does it really denote? See, what is KSP? KSP denotes saturation. If ionic product is more than KSP, that means the products in this reaction, if you see, or in this dissociation, A plus and B minus is what? Products. So these ions have been formed much more than it should have been in the saturated solution. Saturated solution से आपका पानी में अभी आयंस का जो मात्रा है वो ज़्यादा हो गया है, सैचुरेशन में जितना रहना चाहिए उससे ज़्यादा हो गया है. सो इफ़ द नंबर ऑफ आयंस has increased more than the amount of ions that should have remained during saturation, then only the KIP will be more than KSP. Is this clear? KIP will be more than KSP when this A plus and B minus is much more than it should have been in case of saturation. So this denotes that the solution which we are talking about, the scenario which we are talking about, is a scenario in which case the ionized ones or the dissolved salts is much more than the saturation. ठीक है, saturation को क्रॉस कर गया है. तो saturation को क्रॉस कर गया है तो इसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? This is super saturated solution. That means salt will precipitate out. ठीक है, whenever ionic product has increased over the solubility product, that means salt is going to precipitate out. Clear? Because you have crossed the limit. अभी लिमिट क्रॉस कर गए हो, अभी तो भूखना तो पड़ेगा, गिरना पड़ेगा, सॉल्यूशन से बाहर जाना पड़ेगा. ठीक है ना? ओके, नाउ कैन आई रब दिस? Next is, if KIP is equal to, this is scenario 2, scenario 1, scenario 2, KIP is equal to KSP. What does this mean? That means the ions formed at this moment is exactly equal to the ions that should have been formed in the equilibrium condition. That is why the constant in both the forms, whether in equilibrium or in whatever time you take these readings, are same. So at this point, ionic product is equal to solubility product. So if the ionic product is equal to solubility product, then that means the solution is saturated. Okay, any further addition of salt will result in precipitation, it will not result in dissolution. Okay. Number 3 is KIP less than KSP. If KIP is less than KSP, that means at this moment the reaction, you can call it reaction quotient also, right? One kind of reaction quotient. If you understand that, I hope you have gone through what is reaction quotient and equilibrium constant. So this is the equilibrium constant for a solubility equilibrium, but this is the reaction quotient. So this reaction quotient has not reached the equilibrium condition, so reaction will move in the forward direction. Same है chemical equilibrium जैसा. ठीक है ना? So if this is less than this, that means the ionic product has not reached the solubility equilibrium, right? So this quotient has not reached the equilibrium constant, which means that it is unsaturated solution. Clear? I hope this is clear to you at this moment. So this is how you understand by comparing the ionic product and the solubility product whether the salt is saturated, unsaturated or supersaturated. Hope you understood this video. Next video will come up with the numericals on solubility product. Thank you.